And I did a Christine. I got Snow Pilot just because there was a squirrel on it. And it just happens to be a pistachio nut brown weighing in at 6%. Bottle cap looks like that. And I'm going to use one of the coolest openers. I'm going to pour it in one of my favorite glasses. A collector's item now because of stupid people. There's a lot of stupid people these days. Smells like beer. Looks like brown ale. Tastes like. Now, the woman working behind the counter, which I think is one of two that have their little Snickers whenever I wear any pro-Trump stuff, because they think they're so frickin' smart because they're Biden voters, you know, the few that really exist. And she said this is really good. I can take her off the list of an authority. Okay, I said I would show you what me and Christine have put together so far for the Justin's Final Mission Bug Out Bag fundraiser. And if you listened to Locked and Loaded last night, I had Trioculum and Justin's brother, John Fitch. And I have to admit, I was very taken I mean, this first time to be honest, I didn't even know that Justin had a brother. I didn't know anything about his side of the family. He never spoke of it. And when the video, we did our chat, Google Hangouts for the show, and he pops in, and I was like, it was just this weird moment where I was looking at a long-haired, older version of Justin, and that was really weird. Seems like a really nice guy, and I tell you, Steve from Frontline, I have to say that I believe the bullshit session is coming from Active Heroes. And the stuff that they're doing right now is making me not only very, very, very angry, it sickens my stomach. Do you know that they are renting out the Justin cabins for wedding parties, which means they won't allow a veteran to stay in them on the weekends. And if you look at, there's two different places, and I can prove all this. I've seen the pictures. Doing a little searching last night, was able to find this just by looking. An ad showing that you can rent the cabins, and another one over on their veteran side saying that the cabins aren't available on the weekends. Why? Because they're making money off of Justin's cabins. But you know what? That's okay. I think it's despicable. I think it's totally frickin' despicable. Okay, sorry I digress. Well, first let's so I don't get behind way on comments. First was NIHAP, multi-gunman sub-comment. If that D is for dildos, then you're in the right place. And Smile Money says, when a comment gets edited, sub-comments seem out of place. Multi-gunman, it was just a D at first. Laugh out loud. Smile Money says, yeah, I saw it. Second was Smile Money saying, second behind NIHAP. Multi-gunman says winning. And Smile Money says back, I was there before Joey. Yes, I'm winning. Joey says hi, being third. Harmar says, hi, Joey. Cobra says, "Hey, bitch." Joey says to Harmar, "Sup, buddy?" Joey says to Cobra, "Hey, hey." Christine, "Hey." EMT Railfran, 6th. Sorry, Multi-Gunman, not 1st. Wade, top 10. Then Scourge, "You're a rivet head." Smile Money, "I vote no to more cowbell. Just enough cowbell is more than enough." And Harmar sub-comment, "More cowbell." And Smile Money back, "If you get a ringing in your ears or a tinnitus, you get more than enough bells." Eltenda, "Nice pew-pew." Jolson, "This video does not need more cowbell. We just got done talking about tinnitus." Cobra sub-comment, "Double cowbell." And Tardisius, "Don't let it rust." Okay. Again, just going through stuff. I'm sure I'll be able to add more. I just want to be able to put stuff back away in the box. So, as it stands right now, the gray bag is way in the lead of votes. As it stands. We have the pullover poncho that Cobra sent. The interchangeable lens range glasses that got donated by Cobra. I put in a coffee thermos. From Smile Money, we had the mechanics gloves, the safety light sticks, and the window punch, which I see is somehow managed to come apart inside of the baggie. Baggie hasn't even been opened. It's okay, I got the technology. Pinch and release. Pinch and release. Pinch and release. Okay. A couple of Molly Webb mag pouches. That headlamp ended up in there. I think that was Smile Money. I had the Spyderco mat. Some fire starter fiber light. Soap. I'm not sure if it's on a rope, Joey. More farter starter. Baked beans, that's what I had for lunch. Fire starter. These are those wafers, and you can break them off and use them for a fire starter. I wouldn't use them as the Holy Crucifix. Just because this was that multicolored, motion-sensitive light that you can put it inside your toilet bowl. A Pitbull Tactical adjustable mag carrier. It'll work for like Glock mags, 1911 mags. Ferrule rod striker and a whistle. That one's just a cheapie. Glow in the dark paracord. That multi-tool that Smile Money donated. String and a dispenser. It's kind of like mini paracord. This is wind protection for exposed faces. Simple strap. You know, you can use it to tie down loads. It kind of, because of it being rubber, if it wraps around itself, it kind of hangs onto itself. You can cut it to length. I just didn't see using it, so I figured I'd put that down the road. The solo stove. You can use it to like heat up, I don't know if you could I guess you could maybe cook on it as far as food goes, but otherwise warming up coffee or making coffee, it actually uses, put twigs and stuff down inside of it. A multi-caliber cleaning kit, and then Modern Spartan Systems starter kit. This is their accuracy oil, carbon destroyer, the copper and lead destroyer, and crystal clear for cleaning lenses and optics. And I noticed that there's also it's actually not listed on here, but there's also the grease, Spartan accuracy grease. So between the two, get stuff covered. Because I think they're a shit company, an Olight. This is the M1X Striker. It's got the pointy end on it, button on tail cap button, and then you go through your looks like 4 settings, and I'm sure it also has a strobe in it. But if you're in love with Olight, that's okay. I'm personally not, because I think they're a shit company. And if you remember in the battle box, this was that folding chair that went all together. And that is what I have in here as of right now. So as I go through things, if I find some more stuff that I can personally put in there, I will. Otherwise, if more things get sent or donated, they will go in there. And that is where that stands right now, so that you're updated. I will have to remember in this video to put the links to Warrior, what is it? The Warrior Battalion .org, and then the link to go directly to Justin's Final Mission, the fundraiser. There's already monies being added. Those names will be part of this drawing. Just figured since people are already making donations. And again, I want to say a big thank you to Troy Yoakum and John Fitch for a great show last night. People were asking questions, like Smile Money asked all the questions, and I thought Troy answered them to the fullest of his ability. And I don't want to say that I haven't been screwed over by people in my life. I've been constantly told that my biggest problem with dealing with people is my ability to entrust in people when some people aren't worth entrusting in. But I just want to go on the record as saying that after spending 2 hours last night watching everything from speech to body language to facial expressions, I 100% stand behind what Troy Yoakum and John Fitch represent for raising money for veterans. I personally think, after doing some research, that I'm glad that that we have nothing to do with active heroes. So I just want to go on the record and say that, because like I said, you can go search it out for yourself. If you don't believe me, why don't you call up and say you're having a wedding party and want to know how much it costs to rent the cabins. You know, the ones that are supposed to be there for our veterans. But okay, and I got a mail call today. NIHAP sent the balance of the Emerald single malt cast strength that I reviewed. And then flask 117, 118, 119, 120, and 121. He also sent some hot and spicy Vienna sausage. Treat original. Traditional baked ham taste. Chestnut Hill corned beef, a product of Brazil. Sunny Sea smoked oysters in sunflower oil, salt added. And Beach Cliff herring fillets, kippered snacks, ready to eat, caught wild. And then I also received a letter addressed to I can't, as in I-K-A-N-T, I can't read for shit, all one word. We received something from them. Power Call Sirens LLC, and it is the FU-46. At this rate, I'll be able to hold my rusting truck together with nothing but stickers. And I added a little something to the collection. This would be a round of what's in the box. This is nearly as awesome as the Smith & Wesson 610. I'm not quite sure if I don't know if I've ever mentioned it over here though. IFG stands for Italian Firearms Group, and basically it starts off life as Tanfoglia and ends up going through some customization, and this is the Defiant Limited Master Dual Tone, chambered in, can you guess? I mean, anybody want to guess as to what I possibly would want to get it chambered in? And yes, it's pretty freaking badass, and holy fuck. Yeah, it's almost there. I mean, it's almost there. Being that it's been just something to. I have to say, it doesn't get much better for the feel in the hand. You have front serrations, back serrations. These awesome aluminum grips. It has an extended mag release, a very nicely built mag well. 14 round mags. One thing me and Joey were talking about this that I absolutely love is when you have when you want to do +1 and you've already got the one in the pipe, and you go to put your mag back, and you have to like pound on it to get that thing to go into place. This one goes up and locks very nicely. Another thing that is very awesome about this is the safety safety ambi, but it's got a big ledge on this side, just as a shooting, just for your shooting support. The typical CZ design, low bore access. It's probably gonna shoot like a dream, and I have not. I will be putting this on the trigger scale right now for the very first time. But when I picked this up from my FFL and pulled it out of the package, cocked the hammer back, and fired it, I turned to Christine and I said, "It's time to play the trigger scale game." And she pulled the trigger and spun her head around and looked at me and went, "Wow." So I don't know. I don't actually know what this thing supposedly scales at. Let's find out, because I am my feeling is it's right around 2 pounds. That it rode. I rode up the it rode up the trigger. So I'm gonna, well, guess I'm gonna have to do a few more and figure out if that was me. 2, 3. Maybe the first one was me, and this is more and this be more better. 2, 6. It's got to be something I'm doing. Try to do the exact same thing in the exact same spot. 2, 6. I'm going 2.5 pounds. 2, 6. It actually feels quite a bit lighter than that, and that slide feels awesome. And of course, I'd contemplated maybe me and J-Dog getting out today, but today was had my mother's birthday party over here, and it was snowing this morning. But it's been so nice that it did not stick around long. In the box was a silencer. No, I'm just kidding. It's a full cleaning kit. These were not in there. And an extra mag, and the wrench for adjusting the over travel. Actually, there's 2 adjustments, and I don't see where the hell the other screw is on the trigger. But I am definitely looking forward to getting out and putting some rounds through that, because it feels, I think it feels and looks like $100. Just kidding. It's a few more than $100. And was it Joey pointing out that it's like the color code match to the JP. Oh hell yeah, Joey. Okay. Yeah, you're really gonna like it. It's really good. Mike, yo ho, cheers. It's my money. Yeah, you recognized mid-sentence that Botten wasn't correct. So proud of your advancement. Thanks. Clyde, whiskey and revolution for all. Cheap old gun guy. Funny. I always thought a mass shooting was a group of friends on the firing line. Ooh. That's good. Mike again. You never answer my calls. Wait, I don't have your number. Cheers, brother. And I can say, my bad, check again, what's up? See, none of these apply. None of them. Gunwild. What's up, bitches? Gunwild. Harmarsh. Top 20. More cowbell. Harmarsh, Eric, use your battle box for mission 74 and packaging peanuts. You talking about for the laptop? Because, Harold, that was the smallest battle box I've ever received. Oh, speaking of that, though, the Crate Club showed up yesterday. And, of course, at this price point, it better be awesome. But I thought I would show you two of the items. Two of the items that were in this month, or this quarter. I didn't even know Leatherman made this. This is the Raptor. And I will actually be putting this on my med kit, which means the one that's on there. See, that's one thing. That's one thing I do need for the Justin one is a good med kit. And the problem is I don't have anything. I don't really have anything that hasn't been sourced. I mean, granted, I just probably, I'm just giving it out as an idea for right now, but otherwise I'll end up maybe just finding something on Amazon or whatever. The problem is being that I have a bunch of different scenarios that I'm in, I don't want to start ripping stuff apart. I have the big one, which is part of my bug out bag, and that has a lot of stuff in it, but I want to be able to keep that together, because when we go shooting as a group, or when I hit the road to head to Maine, I want that bag with me, and I want to be able to have anything covered. Now, I had a couple of smaller ones that I ended up incorporating it Actually, if I showed you, it'd look familiar because it was one of the ones that was in a battle box. I added more stuff to it, a tourniquet, and I have that with Alice. Hang on, that was a... That's my mother texting to talk about what a great time that she had. I will have to not be a half-wit and remember to text her back because right now I'm a little busy. But this I think is very cool. The belt loop, and of course you can loosen this screw and tilt it into different positions depending on how you want to carry it with you. But otherwise, now, and according to Clyde, I should be able to cut a penny in half with these. It doesn't surprise me. But the other thing is it's really cool for a few of the more hidden things that it also can do. They say a ring cutter back here on the heel. I mean wire, or I just trying to think of what would be in a scenario where you're rescuing someone where you'd be cutting some kind of a ring, but I don't know. It's got that on the back. The lock mechanisms are those little the triangles right here. So you go like that, and you're folded back up, and then right here, and it locks, is a seatbelt cutter. And if you wanted to, you could just carry these on the inside of your pants or whatever. If you're a first responder, paramedic, or whatever. Oh, and a glass breaker, a piece of tungsten carbide glass breaker on the back. That's very cool. I definitely like that and have a use for it. The other, and I don't know what's more badass, the knife or the presentation package from Half Breed Blades. This is actually the cheapest knife that they sell, and it's $185. And again, the magnetically held shut box. Right on the very top you get a cool envelope. Inside the envelope is a certificate of authenticity that this blade was manufactured in 2021. A description of the build of the knife. Compact clearance knife, fixed blade. It is K110D2, 5960 HRC. Plain polished, Teflon coated spear point. Blade is 2.95. Thickness is 0.23, G10 handles. Overall length 6.69. Then you get their business card, a sticker, and a patch. Actually feels really good in the hand. As a matter of fact, it's got some pretty damn decent weight to it. You could probably hit someone with the lanyard and knock their ass out easily. Comes with the sheath. If you wanted, you could possibly use it as a neck knife. Compared to my other one, it probably weighs twice as much, but still pretty badass for a neck knife. They have two different setup systems on it. This one is for molly webbing, and then you can take the two screws out of that and put it on this style belt loop. And then of course it has the multiple options if you want something a little higher or a little lower. That way it's locked so it won't open, otherwise you press it down and it opens up so that you can put it around your belt so you don't have to feed the belt through it. This is actually adjustable. If you have a narrower belt, you can actually move that around in there. So I think they do a pretty badass job. This is the CCK05. From Half Breed. Rich Huff. Cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Clyde says E6. E6 has already been called, and it was a miss. Blue Eeler 260, 2 thumbs up. Cheap old gun guy. Right now the flag is flying half-mast for your homie, former VP Walter Mondale, who passed away April 19th. The flag shall remain at half-mast until his interment. To be TBD, to be determined. So they haven't even figured that out yet. Mr. Mark Mac 85. Wow, nice rifle that survived the boating accident. Yeah, it was touch and go. Who can it be? Oh. Oh, God. Hang on, I guess I better do this now. It was a Okay, sorry about that. Clyde, we already had our firearms for hunting and self-protection, and then we fought a war against the tyrannical George III by September of 1787. The Constitution had been ratified, I believe, by '89, and the Bill of Rights had been finalized, giving us the right to keep and bear arms against and all enemies, foreign and domestic, including our own tyrannical government, should it turn into such. Yeah. But yet, the powers that be try to convince you that it's just so vaguely written. No, that's your bullshit interpretation of the fact that when you screw over we the people, we will kill you. At least that's how it's supposed to happen, but we basically have nothing but a bunch of vaginas, and they're just continually willing to roll over. Clyde, got me a new CRKT Hisatu? Yeah, that's what he said. The 2907K. It kind of doesn't that kind of look like it's not a katana because it doesn't have the chopped end. That just has the it's a badass looking fixed blade. Mr. Mark Mack, BLM, belt loops matter. Yeah, well, those people don't really seem to know what a belt loop is. Steve, FDE bag because my 2 defensive pistols are FDE. Cobra sub comments. Cobra says, I hear your belly button is FDE as well. And Steve says, that's my butthole. That's too much information. Then Cobra says, oh, when did you stop bleaching it? And then Steve says, liver is fucked, I poop white now. Okay. Then, so, Steve again. Put the rare breed in the 24-inch with the dual snail drum. Be like a 5.56 AR RPK. Well, I'm not disowning that as a valid idea, but I wanted the 24-inch to see about the long-range capabilities of the 5.56 round versus melting down a nice 24-inch barrel. Steve, B10. B10. Bravo 10 is a miss. Smile Money. I'm good with that ammo wasting trigger to be installed on the retro. And Cobra says that's what she said. Big Charlie's Model Garage with 5-6 happy faces. Thank you, Big Charlie. Zeus. 2-bit second-hand dog watcher. Thanks, Zeus. Cheers, brother. Stormy Coyote. I'm not really into cars that much, but if I could have one for cruising around in the spring and summer, it would be a black and silver 1973 Chevy Caprice. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I can see you're gonna get a rag top? Okay. Zeus. B1. B1. As in Bravo 1 is a miss. Matt Davis. C4 as in the explosive. That is also a miss. C4 is a miss. Cobra. F7. F7 is a miss. Ooh. Throwing my little pins around here. Okay, I'm about to give up. And I can't even get a small part out. F7. F7 is a miss. Cobra, upgrading your retro AR trigger. Better keep Saul Goodman's contact number 505-503-4455 handy. Yes, the number is legit. Okay. Gunwild, we will find out soon how well the computer does with video software. Yeah, when I get it to you. But Harmarsh, I might actually have a battle box that will work for that. Obviously, it's going to need to be somewhat oversized. Won't end up being real heavy. Poco Loco, I gave you and your wife those foldable knives for Christmas a few years ago. I'm glad you're getting use out of it. And I can say, love it, very cool, thanks again. I guess I'm going with thanks again. Yeah, it's since I didn't have my wallet on me the other day. Flip it around, fold, fold, and fold. And then it forms a little knife. Otherwise, it's a credit card. Oh, and this thing actually will rotate a little bit. There it goes. You can rotate this little spot right here with your finger, lock and unlock, so that it keeps the blade from popping out. And then I keep it with my credit cards. I think hers is in her purse. Poco again. I could have used the laptop, but I didn't need it, so I turned it down. Now I need it. Laugh my ass off. Funny how that works. Well, Poco, I have to see what's in store with the bigger one. I took the RAM, the Toshiba, and the bigger the T500. They're only capable of 8 megs of RAM, and so I took the 8 megs out of the T420 that Big Jeff is getting, and I put that in there. So that one could use an upgrade to a solid state drive. So as it stands right now, it's leaning in the direction of going to you. I can't speak 100%, but it's we might be able to make a love connection. Gunwild, if you ever make it to California, I'll take you to Chip Foose Garage. It's a small place in Huntington Beach. You gonna hook me up with Foose? McLean, the brew girl looks like she's being forced to do this. But I'm glad she did. I gotta go comb my hair for like half an hour. McLean, my buddy has a 65 fastback with a 351 and a gear vendor and a posse and all the stuff. That car could equal the FCR 600 I had. That's pretty damn good. McLean, I'm sorry, Eric. I didn't hear a word you said. I found myself mesmerized by fat tiggities. Tiggities, that's a new one. McLean, if these cases keep going this way, I won't ever be able to shoot anybody ever again. Unsub. Wade, I think the liberals want to do away with local police departments and form an all-powerful federal police force. You know, like the Gestapo and the KGB. Wow, okay. DFC, have you considered a naked yoga channel? I mean, do I follow one on an hour-by-hour basis? Or what? Or have I considered making one? Mr. 27, intro babe too fake. Brew babe has nice chest mountains. Tardisius, if money were no object, I would have Pete Nelson build me a 3,000 square foot treehouse modeled after the Winchester Mystery House. Wow, okay. That'd be a lot of rooms in 3,000 square feet. Smile money. Thanks for the offer to get NIHAP to help with my computer questions. Once I get booted up, it works. I think I might give the upgrades a try. I found the info on HP site of what I can do. Brad Thomas. Hell yeah, brother. You said head. Brad again. The brew babe with the nice eyes, name is Catalina. She is from Romania. Her OnlyFans is expense. Miss 27, outro babe, looks okay. Sharky, brew babe has a good pick indeed. Oh, it was a good pick indeed. Brew babe was a good pick indeed. Okay, now I gotta... You think the intro girl those were fake? Huh. Oh, yeah. Brew Girl was good, and the Brew Babe with the nice eyes, his name is Catalina. She is from Romania. Well, it's like a little clue. Sharky. I'd be good with the body work and interior work of a 1968 Corvette on top of an Audi RS7 undercarriage and technology. Nice goal if I win the lottery. I don't know if I've ever heard of that combination, but that'd be interesting. Sharky. Smoking up and then grilling some chicken drumlets tonight with some green salad and French bread with garlic butter dinner for me. Yes, I've seen the pictures. Sharky, that was one epic freeze on the Brew Babe. Okay. Hang on. My ear itches. Earache my eye. Sharky, Putting the rare breed RFT in the retro AR would give it that classic safe single full auto feel of the Vietnam era. Order up a spare pencil barrel because you will wear that out when the ammo returns to the shelves. Sharky. Lots of shots fired at battleship. Nice. I-9. I-9. I-9 is a miss. Sharky. SH. Outro Babe strangely is kind of my type. Nice find. Yeah, that's another one of Brad's favorites, and she is. I mean, yeah. She was the brew babe the other day too. Gunwild. Rare breed the retro. Let's see what that rifle can do. Jeff again, the bigger the ram, the better. Yeah, that's what she said. Gunwild, don't forget the Ask Joey a Question segment this week. Gunwild, I'm reading that now. The show was last night. Yes, we forgot. Could have easily done it, though. I tell you, Justin's brother, John, he had a few pretty good ones. Not to mention, because we had two Johns, he said, just call me son of a Fitch. Because he is a son of a Fitch. DFC, Weekend Boilermaker. Jeremy says, turn the retro back to what it was once designed to be, brother. Brother. You know it, brother. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Yep. Yep, I think the rare breed does belong in this. Now, if you're considering, do I want to get an echo trigger? Do I want, or a binary? We'll just say a binary trigger. You want to get a binary trigger, or do you want to get a rare breed trigger? There's one thing you do need to keep in mind. Most of the binaries, I think all of the binaries, give you three options. Safe, fire, or echo. In the case of the Echo Sport, it's safe or fire right here, and there's a little switch right here for echo or regular. The one that I would recommend, just because I like the idea of having a 3-position selector, is the more expensive of the Echoes. But then again, a lot of people aren't really all that hyped up on spending up to $500 just so that it can go boom, 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 boom. You know, the Echo is fire on press and fire on release. One trigger pull gets you 2 bullets downrange. The rare breed is a forced reset, which means you just, as you start to pull the trigger, when you get your first shot, just hold it there. Basically, you're recreating the belt loop. If you squeeze the trigger too hard, you will capture the bolt carrier and just pinch it wherever it is. Which is why, as we previously discussed, why it does not qualify as a machine gun, because in a machine gun, the mechanics happen in the fire control group. The mechanics for the rare breed are right here, not in the trigger. But you do not get a safety selector for the rare breed mode. You're either safe or you're fire. So if you basically need to know that you are going to dedicate a rifle to and now until because it's, you know, it might be a little different from rifle to rifle. Jeremy pre-dawn, Jeremy had a little bit of an issue getting his to run right. The magic for him was a heavy buffer. Now this obviously has a, I'm not even sure what's in here. I don't remember if I have the aluminum spacer and a traditional buffer in here, or if I have an A1, A2 style buffer in here, but I'm not going to invest money in parts that I may or may not need. So I am going to put the trigger in here, and I'll take it to the range and see if it wants to play or not. If it does not want to play, then I'm back to the drawing board, and I will need to put a heavier buffer in here. Right now, I am actually having a problem even finding one. But if I put it in this rifle, I would get I guess I could easily answer my own question on this. Sometimes I use the aluminum spacer and a regular spring and buffer. Okay, this has the A1, A2 style. So if this did not run right, I would need to get a heavy buffer for this this style. And I do like that idea. I mean, again, they're really, you have to enjoy what you have. I could put this in the safe, or I could not only make it the retro style, something that I absolutely love the looks of, and it's so iconic, and then I could make it into something even more fun. Not saying, Steve, that your idea of putting it in a 24-inch isn't a bad idea. I mean, after all, if I wanted to, if I had it in this lower, it would be a matter of just plopping that upper down on this, and we're back ready to go. DFC. Snow Pilot. Pistachio Nut Brown Ale. Not real heavy on the pistachio flavor. Not very heavy at all on the brown ale notes and characteristic. Overall, I would give this a 5. About the only thing worthy on this is the funny picture of the squirrel-looking thing. Kind of looks like Scrat. Now, let's play a round of Boilermaker thanks to DFC. Do I have a more traditional drop zone buggy? Okay, what should we do? I want to say a bourbon would probably be good for this. I want to say a bourbon with a decent amount of flavor, and I think, oh, the piggyback might not be all that bad. Yeah, DFC. Whistle Pig. I'm sorry. Spy money. I can't fight it. It's a little yep. Cleaning Nazi. Cleaning Nazis. Here we are. And be very careful when you do this, because if you're Matt, you might knock all your teeth out. Yeah. It didn't help the beer. Jeremy, wasn't kidding about the retro. Seems like the only fit. No. I like it. I like it a lot. Jeremy, you may not need a heavy buffer. Just need to try it out first. Yes, sir. Abso-frickin-lutely. That's it. Jeremy had the last comment. 22. Are you serious? It's already been an hour? God, sorry. 23 hours and 6 minutes and 32 seconds ago was Jeremy's comment. It was you, right, Joey, that made the comment about how the Defiant and the JP have almost the identical color schemes. Actually, I don't know if the camera really picks that out, but it is bead blasted on the bottom surface, and on the flats it's not a high polish, but it's polished. On the JP it's nearly the identical polishing pattern. And yeah, I won't keep mentioning it because it just sounds like I'm bragging about wasting money. But what I paid to have the polish work done on the sides, my barrel, and the brake, that was all just to one up Christopher at Alone with Company. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but is that like one of the most wicked looking things? And then it's just like you went in Superman that frame to get it to match your grip. When you grip, it just locks my hand in the back, and then, like I said, if you're acting like you're about to fire, that ledge on the safety selector, detent is really nice on it. You got your I know, David Brown, you're not gonna like it. You got your blacked out rear blade and fiber optic front, but like Gunwild, you pointed out to me, I tell you, when you're actually outdoors and shooting, that is such a fast pickup. Being able to, lock in that big black blade and compare it with that fiber optic just glowing away at the front. And the cutouts on the slide. If you're getting something like this and you're someone that wants to do an optics mount or an additional ledge, that is part of a possible future design with the screws. They are drilled and tapped. But I am really looking forward to getting this guy out there. It has some really decent weight. I was watching Christine do this. I'm like, she's actually trying to find the center point. The center point on this is actually relatively close to where the trigger is. I'm not gonna chance dropping it, because you would see a grown man cry, literally, like right now, cry. These back serrations give you just enough texture. That was like the one thing that I found as an issue, because the Tanfoglia was the first 10 millimeter I ever owned, and my sweetheart Christine got it for me. I should have never. In retrospect, I do have seller's remorse on that. I should have kept that because Christine got it for me, but I was having a self-inflicted reliability issue with it. I felt that properly loaded and EAA America, you can eat a big fat porker. We don't endorse hot loads in it. They're not. My brother-in-law, to this moment in time, has never loaded over spec for me. As a matter of fact, I want to say those 454 Casull rounds that Jim was shooting out of the Raging Bull, those were 1 grain under the full load. So Mikey isn't loading frickin' hot. He's loading the spec, which really shows you how shitty a lot of off-the-shelf 10 millimeter ammo is. All it is a 40 cal in a bigger bullet, or in a bigger case. So yeah, every time I squeezed the trigger, it felt like it was starting to get to the point where I actually wanted to do this, because I just envisioned the slide, just everything just destroying itself, and I'd watch half of the gun pass by my head. And that's when we started playing around with springs. The only thing at the time that I could find was the Wolf spring pack, and I think I was really in the right direction. I shouldn't have given up on the gun. I should have gone to the next step, which was HD mag springs. I believe the gun was cycling so fast that the magazine spring was not capable of getting the round up in place. So basically it was like the round was down there going, "Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready." I'm not ready to go. I'm not. What just happened? And yeah, I got an offer on the gun and sold it. That was my daily carry. It was the EAA Witness P carry, poly lower and upper, and this was my first encounter with this style of gun. And I tell you, if you just clean one of these, and then you're outside and maybe it's starting to rain and you're wanting to continue to shoot, you're talking about, there's not a lot of real estate on this. Actually, this one is kind of cool because you get some purchase on the way they lighten the slide. But this back area, there's more than enough. This texturing is more than enough to get your hands on. But you do notice that with the bore axis, with that slide being down in the frame, it really helps to offset any muzzle rise. And then you do something like this and make it a nice beefy lower. And yeah, I know I'm obsessing, but this is badass. This is one of the best feeling guns in my hand. And it is a little reminiscent of my race gun. That magwell being there just kind of compresses, forces your grip up higher. And Smile Money, You don't have to worry about smile moneying it when it comes already smile moneyed. Smile money, exactly, you know, where does this fall in the pecking? I mean, we're talking about a CZ style Tanfoglia pistol that has been smile moneyed by IFG. Badass. It's badass. And of course, eating 10 millimeter. J-Dog? Oh, holy fuck. There we go, baby. There, that should be a better look for you. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I love that. Just look at the twist rate. Dun 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 doo doo doo. And I broke it all down. Yeah, this is just range stuff. This is not defensive. I mean, it's not like if I'm sitting on the couch and somebody breaks in my front door and they're holding a gun or a knife, I'm gonna be like, hey, just hang on 1 second. I gotta run downstairs and I gotta grab me the hollow points. Actually, I might just load up the extra mag and switch this out. But I don't like to trust my life to something that I haven't taken out and thoroughly run. I mean, I'll be really shocked if this thing doesn't run like a Swiss clock, but stranger things have happened, so we will wait. But David Brown, I know this is right up your alley because there's I think that might be, I don't even know if that even is. That might be aluminum. I don't know if there's any plastic. I don't know if there's any plastic on this thing. I can't tell. I think that actually is an aluminum base. Yeah. Yeah, I made Christine sleep on the couch so we could have a little cuddle time last night. You think I'm kidding? Okay, let's go to the club. But yeah, half-ass. You're right. The initial search for trying to find a decent holster for that. I mean, and again, I'll carry anything. That's you know, if you're telling me that you wouldn't carry that on the weekend, it's kind of funny because when I went up to my FFL, when I went up to Bill's to pick that up, him and his buddy Dan were working on guns, and Dan, I could tell they had it out and they were playing with it because Bill handed or went in the into his safe and got the gun out and handed it to me, and Dan, who all I'm holding is the red box, Dan goes, "I sure in the hell hope that isn't your next carry gun." And I'm like, why not? How about 2 of those? Can you imagine 2 of those in some drop leg holsters? Hell yeah, brother Brad. I would absolutely love to find a drop leg holster that fit in. You know, it's a curious thing. I know we're supposed to get to the club. Eric's all surprised that it's over an hour, yet he won't shut the fuck up. No, this wouldn't be a competition, but this is a subtle drop holster, and this is for the race gun. And of course, I had to modify it a little bit to make it work for the race gun, because even that was different. But I am, what am I hitting? Yeah, I know Smile Money, there's a live round in it. holster. It's actually the frame. If I were to cut these slashes out, it should travel at least to the trigger well. Yeah, NIHAP, that's not perfect. It's definitely, I mean, this is for a stock G20 one, which of course mine is not, and that's why I actually had to do a little modifying to make this work in the first place. And it's also an optics ready holster. But yeah, that's what's stopping it right now. It's if I cut those little wings off, it would drop at least down to the trigger well. I don't think it would make contact with the safety. It looks like it would drag on the slide release. Maybe drag on the slide release. But yeah, this is where Smile Money. It'd be nice to live closer to you and Pete for a situation like this. I don't want to put it down. I'm just going to hold on to it while we read. Welcome to the club. First in, Harmarsh. Oh yeah, you can even see it from there. I love this shit. It's kind of like a little laser telling you you're about to have a really bad day. Harmarsh. Cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Harmarsh. Harmarsh, I have just but one mission for you. Fight, motherfucker. Fight. Smile Money. Oh, let's drink again. Cheers. Gunwild. Cheers, clubbers. Cheers, Gunwild. You sexy bitch, you. Hey, now I'm wondering how far, Gunwild, how far you live away from John Fitch, because that son of a Fitch is in California. He's in California, knows all about Duluth. They still have a family property in Hayward, Wisconsin, which is... Hey, Google. How long would it take me to get to Hayward, Wisconsin from here?
It takes 1 hour and 22 minutes to drive to Hayward.
So, not long at all. DFC, here's to the sunny slopes of long ago. Okay, I'm gonna hit the refresh button. DFC, you have the last comment. DFC, I still have your Boilermaker. And really, I would have rather dumped the beer out and just had the piggyback. That's how you do it, Matt. Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am supposed to be having some alcohol, and I would really love it to be this Bowden's Skull with Miles. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out. Yeah. Again, check out the link. Excuse me, down below to Warrior Battalion and the direct link to Justin's final mission. Anybody that is making a donation now, it is going towards the bug out bag. And if you want to add anything to it, send it on to me, get in contact with me, whatever you need. Whatever ends up in there is going to end up in there. And J-Dog, we got oh my God. I need to do a video where I just flat out just 10 millimeters. Just 10 millimeters. You know, it's kind of funny. On my Facebook, it popped up. Do you want to share a memory? And I from 3 years ago, it was the spread of what I had in 10 millimeters at that moment in time, and right off the bat, without actually coming down here and doing a double check, there was 3 that I have that are not in that picture. But right now, hands down, this and the 610. I don't remember if I've ever talked about the 610 though. I might need to do that. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.